Grandpa Arnold. Ooh. Great brother. Great elder. Holy moly. Paintball in a woman's dress with a wig on. How on heaven am I going to beat that one? Arnold, that is definitely a very, very powerful demonstration of German skill. Woo! The psyche warfare. You are very, very good. Indeed. I can beat that. I really can. But I have to first tell you, that was incredible. I did not expect that. That caught me totally off guard. Whew. I went to my Illuminati website to see if anything has changed, and clicked on that and was like, holy cow! Your reputation fits you well. Wow. That's why you are a senator. That's awesome. Truly, truly. I know that Washington's like, woo, because my depth of teaching is so deep. But in honor of the monks of Germany, it's their power that is doing this. United States doesn't realize in the Dark Ages, when GOB was founded, it was a time of great apostasy, and it was a time of great turmoil. And though those men were condemned under Luther and were actually part of witchcraft and warlock power, unknowingly, most of them didn't know, some of them did know. But my concern is to help save the power of the United States government. And the only way I can do that is by showing them the mysteries that have been hid since the Dark Ages. I have to show them why Luther was condemned. I have to show them where they're in error. It's the only way to bring them to an understanding of the coming of Jesus Christ's power and the rule of the church. They don't realize that Hitler tried to save the world. They think that Germany was trying to be vicious, or that we were starving, and that's not what was going on. What was going on is Hitler was commissioned to battle against all of the Lutheran army of Luther. He was commissioned to go forth and punish the Jews for denying Christ and for condemning him at the cross and crucifixion. Christ told them, you're going to be punished in the future. And they were punished. See, Hitler was so mistreated as a child. God likes to take the foolish things and make them great. He was so mistreated and so ridiculed and so mocked as a child that God chose the weakest and most pathetically condemned thing and turned it into His warrior and His mighty man of valor. And He went forth and He rotted the earth. Proverbs 23:13. Death to God is like Nazareth in the cave, great Arnold. Dead today, but 3 days later, summoned back from the death. Death is nothing to God. To us, the children of the earth, we're like, oh my goodness, that's terrible. But to God, it's nothing. God is so powerful. Hebrews 4:13 says, God sees all things from heaven. And Mark 10:27 says, I can do all things through Christ. God can make our flesh invincible. There is many cases in Vietnam of Catholic priests that needed to help soldiers. They ran through the jungles while bullets were going off and men were dropping all around them. But 91 shows that not a single bullet scratched them, never even touched them. There are records. There are records of Jewish girls that gave their lives to Christ when the bombs were dropping down, and the bombs never hit the ground. They vanished. There are records. Anyway, the point being is Arnold, I am hitting the mind of the American ill minds. The people that are caught up in occult Jesus Christ churches, the people that are caught up not understanding, they don't understand the papistry. They do not understand that Jesus is only doctrine. Jesus is only doctrine. And the Protestants took away 14 books from the doctrine of God. It is forbidden to do so. Revelations 22:18 and 19 warn us, if any man adds to or takes away from the covenant, they shall be destroyed and removed from the book of life. The whole biblical fact remains that is exactly what is going on here. The reason the Catholic Church agreed with the Protestant warlock and witch men under Luther to allow them to make the King James Bible was strictly so they could identify who was who. They're like, well, they're not going to listen to us. Let them make their Bible, and we'll be able to tell who's on ours and who's on theirs. They're the sons of apostasy, the sons of lawlessness. Their First Amendment says, we can worship God any way we want. Jesus Christ never said that. He does not allow that. Hebrews 7:17 says that Christ only bestowed one title upon His people. His true followers are Hebrew Melchizedek. In Acts chapter 2 verse 16, when the Holy Spirit came, He did knight 12 apostles. But those 12 apostles have to run conjunction with the New Testament covenant, which is the Hebrew Melchizedek order. There is no other order. And in the secrecy of the sanctuary of St. Peter's throne that the Pope rests in and is seated in is the Hebrew Melchizedek order. They will even confessly tell you in secret they are Hebrew Melchizedek. Well, then why don't they tell the world? Because they're obeying Matthew chapter 6, 1 through 10. Jesus said, do all your deeds in secret, and your Father will reward you openly. What I'm trying to do is, there are many wise and faithful Christians, but there are many, many that need to be hit hard and strong in order to open their eyes, like the Chinese gong. And that's exactly what's going on. I got to get permission from my wife to beat that ping pong in dress. Oh my gosh, is that powerful. You almost stupefied me. I almost like, how am I going to beat this? But I have a way, but it's one serious way. Anyway, so just so you know, I understand I understand that powerful dress and ping pong. That was so powerful. Holy cow, that's what I would expect from some Austrian knight at your caliber. And I hope in my heart that you too are a German Teutonic. I believe you are. When I look at you, I see a Teutonic looking at me. I know I am. Whew, I had to swear my allegiance and fill out all my papers and do so, which I have done. I am part of the Dutch Teutonic Order. And though I am native Indian, I am a half-breed. I have to honor my land. Great Arnold, nobody loves my land. Zion, Hebrew, more than us. My people have been here 16,000 years. But for the record, you know, for the record, America has only been here 500 years. And their love for this land is nothing like looking out my eyes. But the German in me loves Germany just as much. But what I'm interested in, preaching the gospel and smacking the ignorant minds of ignorance, that is a very low work in my work. I'm more interested in the study of alien, Nephilim, and space invaders, because they're here. And you know that, I know that. I know of Greys, I know of all of them. But what my major concern is my understanding of the Bible is so deep that Jesus said there are many sheep not of this fold. Okay? Fold meaning the world of all that is here. You're going to see as the coming of the Messiah that there are going to be many, many beings coming to this planet for the judgment. And what our race of all of humanity has to realize is we have to trust the power of God, Jesus Christ, and the church, and not retaliate or attack these beings that shall come. No man knoweth when they come, but they shall come. And when they come, there's going to be all kinds that come, because this is a bigger judgment than people realize. So I built ICA, which is nothing more than an exorcist. I'm an exorcist. Arnold, a very skilled one. I studied under Father Gabriel, the greatest exorcist on earth. I studied all his material I could find. And I went to college at Baltimore, Maryland Bible Institute under Dr. Carl Stevenson, and took courses in exorcism and studied in private for years. But I'm concerned for the safety of the people. You know, getting scared and doing something they ought not to do and causing a great, terrible war. We have to handle alien life form, Nephilim life form, angelic life form with the utmost holiness. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge of dealing with these powerful things. So ICA means investigate critical aliens. It's a place where all the world, men that love to search cyberspace, search YouTube, search the world, investigate power, demonic, ghostly, or angelic, or alienatic. They can send the stuff to me. I filter through it. My doctorate is humongous. I have mantles bestowed upon me from Father Paul Shinaki, from Father Robert Hammond, and many other priests. It's a lot of power to be entrusted with. So I filter through the things. I try to collect data on because in YouTube, Arnold, many are too scared to take what they find or videotape to the proper authorities, so they dump it into YouTube because they know somebody will find it. So as we filter through the garbage, the fake stuff, the stupid stuff, the made up stuff, you will start to find real things, and those real things are what I'm interested in, and I send them to you because you are the bridge to Washington. I send that stuff to you. I send stuff to the German monks, because the German monks, you know, Arnold, are going to hand the stuff to the Roman papistry. They don't just collect data on the church and religion and doctrine. They collect data on anything and record everything that is serious in history. And that is exactly what I intend to do. And, you know, Jesus said, Mark chapter verse 16, verse 15, go forth and proclaim my truth to all creation. And that's exactly what I'm doing. As far as a physical violence in the physical flesh, Arnold, I have done so much combat. Oh my goodness, brother. I got scars all over me. I have done, Arnold, I have done private reconnaissance. I have done more night fighting, military warfare than most on earth. More than any of the SEALs throughout my life. I have searched and kept track of marijuana farms throughout New York State region that men don't even know exist. They're all over the place. And they're dangerous. There's men out there with sniper rifles, military booby traps, snares. Some of them have bombs strapped to them. They have spring-loaded booby traps. There's all... You can't imagine what I have seen and what I know. I'm Native American. It's my job to care for my land. I care for this land over any other tribe that is here. And I honor my Native American wisdom just as much as Norris. Norris is my cousin. You are my cousin, Arnold. You are my Austrian flesh and blood. I am Austrian. Max Planck, Arnold, is my flesh and blood. That castle in Germany belongs to me. It belongs to my family. We came here because we were being treated by King Henry V terrible in a dark age of time. But that castle belongs to my family. And I have the ability to pay for that castle and will help that castle all Germany wants. I have a gift from God. The gift is simple. God shows me inventions that are worth millions and trillions of dollars. I will help Austria, Germany, all you will allow me to, Arnold. And I will help the United States people, all that they will let me. I can produce endless invent. It's my gift from God. You could call me a treasurer, but I'm an inventor. As my forefathers, Charles Planck is my cousin. My wife is King Robert II, King of France. She's a red blood. There's blue bloods and red bloods. She's a red blood. And her forefathers are Howard Hughes, the world inventor. My wife's mother is Mary Hughes. And her father is Leroy Parsons, which is John Parsons' line. World aviation champions of an invent. Glenn Curtis is my cousin. 4 united powerhouse invent families, all united in one marriage. That's a lot of invent power going on there. And it's designed to do one thing: to help the poor and the common and the poor. But what they're doing to me, Arnold, is they're not allowing me and my wife, the Masons aren't allowing us to have our due nightly ship of wealth. All I want to do is build franchises in Wallapop Culinary. I want to build Wallapop culinary kitchens throughout the world, and a few other great things. Things that are going to give people jobs and do good things with. Let me come to you. Let me bring great invent to you, Arnold. It's you I trust. You are my cousin. You are my flesh and blood. Germany has never, in all my life, Arnold, has never forsaken me. All my life, my German grandfather has stood by my side. Germany has never failed me in all my life. And I will not fail them. And I will not fail my native people of this land. Norris is my cousin too. But use me. Use me while I live all you can. This gift is very rare. I wish, my wish is I would really like to go to the castle in Germany, to Max Planck's castle. I would really like to see it in real life. Can you imagine what it's like to be Austrian and not even know how to speak your own language? For 5 generations later, to not, can you understand? It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, I am yours, great. I call you Grandpa Elder because you're old enough to be my grandfather, and I honor you for that. And you can be my grandfather. I'm only 38, but my spirit is old. I'm as old as monks can be. I'm a very old monk inside. So, I would really like to live in Germany for a while in that castle and bring forth serious inventions, and you know, it's just something I want to be able to say that I spent time in my native land, which I have for 38 years, but I would really like to live in Germany for a time and love my German people and help them and give them great invent. Whatever the case may be, I'm here to help. Use me all you can and invent, Great Arnold. And it is my wish as a knight, as a king under Christ, in the priesthood of God, that you be our next president. Why? Because you've earned it. You have worked so hard. You have worked so hard. And you have demonstrated heroism. You have set an example that children look up to. You have been a powerful role model. And you are great at guiding people to do the right thing. That is all that Christ has ever asked of us. Okay, well, this is the real me. Jesus bless you. Jesus Christ bless you.